Sagittarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for April 14th through the 20th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Stop going after my evil eye. It's here to protect us both. Anyways, she's upset. She's like, okay, whatever. The overall energy for the reading, the Queen of Pentacles, self-care, self-love. Pretty cool energy here. Very grounding. Good. We need some of that. In the recent past, the Moon, the Two of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. Who's sitting on a secret here? You? You know something we don't know? No. Somebody's sitting on a secret or the right time to reveal something. It has to do with the sense of stability, so home, work. Come on. Yeah, there's something about timing here. All right, I don't know what that is. We'll figure it out. In the current situation, the High Priestess, the Ace of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, somebody's going by impulse, intuition. I'll say intuition. Somebody's going by their intuition here, and they might be ending something as they do that. And I feel like that somebody is you. You might be putting a close to something here. Feels good. Feels like a energy that, yeah, that's right, you know, type of a deal. All right. In the immediate future, the Page of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Tower. I kind of see this as something is happening outside of yourself. And I see you either not liking what's happening or not, just rejecting it, that it's happening, not accepting it for sure, that it's happening. And I don't see how that's going to help the cause here, because it is happening. Whether you accept it or not, it's still going to happen. But it's not going to help you in dealing with the situation. Okay, let's clarify. Let's do the Queen of Pentacles. For the Queen of Pentacles, you get the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords. You're very, very determined to, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is you're dealing with, to put yourself first. This comes through as a very loud and clear type of an energy. You're almost stubborn about it. Like, okay, I'm going to go do this, and I got to keep in mind this whole sense of putting myself first in whatever it is that I'm dealing with. Okay, that's nice. Let me see the Moon in the recent past. The Hierophant, the Empress, the Star. You care deeply about someone here, but it's not shown up on the surface. Is that intentional? Are you keeping a secret here? It's a beautiful energy. It's a lot. It's a lot, but it's beautiful. Okay. It's not being revealed for some reason. And it at the same time, it's not really showing up as a secret. So I don't know what is up with this one. For the Two of Wands in the recent past, you get the Chariot, the Eight of Swords, the Six of Wands. Okay, so you're kind of trusting the universe, not all the time, but most times. You're waiting for something to happen, but you kind of placed it in the hands of the universe. Like, universe, if this is meant to happen, it's going to happen. And, it's all on you. If you want to make this happen, okay, I'm cool. If not, I'm cool. But then, as time passes, I kind of see you falling out of that trust you placed in the hands of the universe. But then you come back to it. Okay. Let me see the 10 of Pentacles, the Strength card, the 7 of Swords, the Fool. Are you leaving a situation? What's going on here? Because I see you definitely taking a leap of faith here and just trusting yourself fully in the moment, but I see you having a really hard time, but ultimately leaving a situation. Because it feels right. It feels like something that you should do. Okay, you completely lost me in there, but okay. Let's do the High Priestess in the current situation. The King of Wands, the World card, the Nine of Wands. You're ending a cycle. You're completing a cycle. You got quite the resistance to the completion of the cycle, even though you're the one that's coming in with this needs to end. The cycle needs to end right now. You're definitely the one showing up in that energy, and then you're like, ooh, I'm struggling though, which is quite normal. It's not. It depends on how big that resistance is that you're gonna have a little bit of a hard time here. For the Ace of Swords, you get the Moon, the Ace of Wands, the 5 of Swords. Why is this reading sending me to ulterior motives? Like everywhere I look here, somebody thinks or feels something different than what is being revealed. And it's not about secrecy. It's not like anybody's keeping a secret here. Ultimately, yeah, it's going to show up like that, but it's not that. That's not the point of this. It's something else. So I see an action on the surface, and the way it's shown up deep down, so if this was you, right? I see you doing something, and deep down within you, if I were to look in there, I would see something else. And that's usually misalignment. That's usually a lie. That's usually okay. You're not aligning with what's going on internally, so why would you? Usually, and a secret, right? It's not that, it's something else. Let me see the 5 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Devil. Okay, well, this one makes sense. You're cutting something out because on the surface it looks toxic. It looks not great. That makes sense. Is this what it is, though? That whatever this is and whatever your investment in this is kind of pure there internally, but on the surface it looks like shit. And what are you going to do? Oh, yeah, but I care so deeply for it that even though it looks like shit, I'm going to keep it. No, you're going to remove it. So maybe that's what this is all about. Maybe that's why it's not matching. Because sometimes it is. Most times it's going to show up like that. The things we feel internally about a situation, may not match the reality of whatever the situation is. Because I do see now I'm being brought back to the surface, and I'm like, I see something unhealthy there, and I see you wanting to cut that off. And yes, you're doing it from the angle of putting yourself first because it's not good for you. So what are you going to do? Cut it off, right? Right. But how you feel internally about it might be a completely different story. And that's where we may be with this one. It may not be as complicated as I thought initially. For the Page of Cups in the immediate future, you get the Hangman, the 3 of Cups, the 8 of Cups. This is somebody that takes so much time to think about something that they completely forget even about what they were thinking of. It's one of those, let me think about it. And then, Cosmo, you're a pain. And then they take so much time that, again, they forget why they were even there to begin with. So I don't know what this is about. It does look like it involves a partnership. You know, I don't know what type, but let's say, you know, I approach you and I say, hey, do you want to work with me on blah, 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 blah? And you're like, give me some time to think about it. You know, 2 years later, I come back and it's like, hey, it's probably pointless to ask at this point because, you know, I'm not even working on that anymore, but have you thought about it? You know, kind of like that. You're like, oh, I completely forgot about it. So it's kind of looking a little bit like that. For the 7 of Wands in the immediate future, you get the 6 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, the 7 of Cups. You're having a really hard time moving on from something, even though that's exactly what you want to be doing. This is a tough one. Because I see you really, really wanting, and that's what you're working for so long here, to move on from something. And that resistance that I saw in there initially, it's growing. It's growing and it's growing and it's growing to the point of it's giving you a hard time letting go. For the Tower in the immediate future, you get the Knight of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. But you're doing it. Because as you, it's almost at the same time, as you do wrap something up and move on from it, whatever that is, crumbles. So it's ultimately almost looking like you dodged a bullet here, you know? So go. And you're going to be like, yeah, because you're looking back and you're like, whew, that was close, you know? So, yeah, I think you're doing good for the most part. I'm having a hard time seeing the whole reading because Cosmos sleeps on half of it, but I'm getting a good general energy from you. And this one, with the little bit of resistance that grows into something a little bigger, that's going to give you a little bit of a hard time, ultimately. But you're overcoming that. And again, potentially even dodging a bullet here. But let's see what the universe has. The King of Swords, the Justice card, the King of Pentacles. Yeah. You're doing it all as you should, you know, from what I see here. There's definitely, as long as you keep a clear mind and you have a goal to whatever this is, you should be good to go. You definitely are in charge here of whatever's going on for you. So, and it looks like whatever it is you're doing comes from a pretty balanced place. So you're good to go here. You definitely got the clear from the universe here. But that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.